Send us to Guantanamo. 34 Americans detained for alleged crimes committed at the U.S. Capitol on January 6, 2021, say they'd rather be sent to the Cuban prison where terrorists are housed than rot without hope in the Washington, D.C. jail. Some have been held for more than a year and a half on misdemeanor charges. They've yet to go to trial. They detail their mistreatment in a handwritten letter sent to Attorney General Garland this week. They write of being forced to beg for water and medical aid. They tell of enduring mold, cockroaches, and mice in their jail cells. The 34 men also complain of malnourishment. They say they've been denied visitors, access to attorneys, and religious services. They allege they've been harassed, assaulted, and beaten by guards. The grievances exposed in the letter are similar to those detailed by Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene after she visited the jail 10 months ago.
They've been beaten by the guards many, many times. We were told that they're called white supremacist and they're called racist and all kinds of horrible names. They also told us that they're denied medical treatment.
These are not unruly or dangerous, violent criminals. These are dads, brothers, veterans, teachers. All political prisoners who continue to be persecuted and endure the pain.
Folks, we're not excusing any of these prisoners if they assaulted police officers, destroyed federal property, or committed other criminal acts. But regardless of what they did, they must be treated humanely and constitutionally. Last October, U.S. District Judge Royce Lambert found the D.C. jail warden and the director of the D.C. Department of Corrections in contempt of court. And he ordered the Department of Justice to investigate whether the civil rights of the January 6th inmates had been violated. Well, 1 year has now passed and little has changed. The January 6th inmates are enduring this mistreatment because the fox is guarding the hen house. The Department of Justice is the responsible party because it's keeping these men in the district jail without giving them a speedy trial, which is a requirement of the U.S. Constitution. The 6th Amendment states that, quote, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial and to have the assistance of counsel for his defense. Well, Attorney General Garland and other DOJ officials need to be held accountable for this unconscionable miscarriage of justice. The 34 inmates who signed this letter are probably right. They'd likely receive better treatment at Gitmo. And maybe, just maybe, like some of the previous terrorists held there, they could be freed in a trade with the Taliban. I could see the headlines now. January 6th terrorists exchanged for millions of dollars worth of U.S. military equipment left in Afghanistan. Well, in all seriousness, folks, let's not forget the words of the author of the book of Hebrews, who reminded us in chapter 13, verse 3, to, quote, remember the prisoners as though in prison with them, and those who are badly treated, since you yourselves also are in the body. If prosecutors in some of America's biggest cities can free hardened repeat offenders from jail, and they can go out and commit more crimes, why can't some of these prisoners be freed on bail or given speedy trials? Is our democracy truly at risk from these 34 men? Is it that fragile? Denying Americans their constitutional rights, treating detainees inhumanely, and ignoring the rule of law because of a citizen's political views is the greater threat to the future of American democracy. Well, that's it today from the Global Lane. Be sure to follow us on the CBN News and NRB channels, social media, and our broadcast affiliates. And until next time, be blessed.